Hello, beloved souls. Welcome back to Devi Dona's Tarot with me, Dona, your intuitive tarot reader. Tonight, we are opening a doorway into the unseen currents of love. A timeless reading for your love life in 2026 or whenever you watch it. Created especially for those who are single and standing at the edge of something new. This is not a surface level reading. This is a journey into desire, truth, shadow, healing, and the kind of love that changes how you see yourself. I have prepared 4 piles for you, so each aligned with an element or the zodiac energy. So you can choose it according to your zodiac signs, or you can choose it according to the pictures that you feel the most connected to. I'll read out the piles for you. So pile number 1 is for the air sign, which is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Pile 2 is for the fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Pile 3 is for water signs, Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio. And finally pile 4 for the earth signs, that is Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. So you can pause the video and let your intuition guide you to the pile that you feel the most attracted to. Do not overthink. Your soul already knows where it belongs. So now let's take a deep breath. Let the noise fade away. Choose the pile that pulls you quietly and incessantly. Then we will begin with our reading. Hello, pile number 1, or the pile who has their zodiac signs in the air sign, which is Aquarius, Gemini and Libra. Then this reading is for you. So I have already pre-shuffled the cards and I have pulled the cards for you. We will start with our tarot cards. So let's begin your reading. Okay, let's see what the first card is. The Moon. Okay. The first card drawn from the Tarot de la Nuit is the Moon. The year 2026 opens for air sign, like for you people. It's almost like it's beneath a veil. Not darkness, but mystery. Love feels subtle, undefined, and quietly magnetic. There may be a connection lurking at the edge of your awareness, something that piques your curiosity without offering complete clarity. Conversations will feel charged yet incomplete. Emotions are sensed more than spoken. It's almost like the person is there, but the clarity is still not there. Like this card, where as it comes up, it speaks of intuition sharpening. Like you are reading between lines, noticing pauses, tones and absence. You are not lost, but you are listening. The Moon suggests that early 2026 is not a time for decisive action in love, but rather for observation. Something is being revealed very slowly and intentionally. Okay, let's see what other cards we have. Okay, the Lovers. Now, your second card that we have pulled up is the Lovers. Attraction will intensify. There is chemistry, mental, emotional, physical, and possibly physical also, like the one intimacy will be there. A pull that feels deliberate. For some of you, this manifests as a new connection that awakens desire. For others, it highlights an existing bond that will deepen suddenly. But the Lovers here is not blind romance. It is an awareness. It is the moment when you realize that every connection is a choice. You are no longer falling into love unconsciously. You are choosing what and who, and you allow the close. Now, let's see as we move forward what else we see for our air signs. Okay. Seven of Swords. The third tarot card revealed is the Seven of Swords. This is where the truth sharpens. Something about this connection does not fully align. Information is withheld, intentions are partial. Someone may enjoy the closeness without offering transparency. This is not chaos, but it is a subtle imbalance. Air sign, this is a pivotal realization. You begin to sense that curiosity alone is not enough. Mental stimulation without emotional honesty leaves a hollow space, and instead of confronting immediately, you grow still. Let's see what else we have. Okay, the Hermit. Now, the fourth tarot card is the Hermit card. This is the turning inward card. You are stepping back not in sadness but in strength. Communication slows, energy withdraws, not to test anyone but to reclaim yourself in solitude. Clarity will sharpen for you. You will remember how peaceful your inner world is when it isn't crowded by unanswered questions. I think, air sign, this phase will make you feel like this phase is deeply attractive, though you may not realize it yet. Like when you people detach without bitterness, you become magnetic. The Hermit the Hermit card here marks a return to self-respect, intuition, and your inner authority. Okay, let's see. For the last tarot card we have here is Justice. Okay, the fifth and the final card in the tarot card shows is Justice. Balance is restored. What was unclear will become obvious. What felt confusing resolves itself, and either through truth spoken or silence maintained, it will come up to you. Justice confirms that you end this tarot chapter grounded, dignified, and emotionally intact. You're no longer guessing, you're no longer waiting. Okay, let's see what else the other cards has to say. Let's see with the Romance Angels. Okay, deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Okay, your first card for the tarot, for the Romance Angel, is the Deception card. This card gently confirms what your intuition already suspected. Someone was not showing their full truth, not necessarily malicious, but incomplete. This oracle does not bring shock, but it brings validation. You were not imagining the imbalance. It was already present there from the person's side. Okay, let's see for the other. Unrecruited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay. Now, here the emotional scale is named. One heart leaned further than the other. Effort was uneven, desire did not match, and instead of heartbreak, this realization brings release. You understand that love should feel mutual, not negotiated. Okay? And finally, we have the new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Okay. Now, with this card, the energy kind of lifts up. This new connection enters softly, almost casually. It feels light, curious, unforced. There is laughter, interest without pressure, and communication without games. This is not a dramatic love, it is an easy one. For you, air signs, this will be very refreshing. The mind relaxes, the heart opens without fear. You feel attractive again, not because someone chases you, but because you are fully yourself. Now, let's see with the other oracle cards. We have the Fox. Okay, this confirms that earlier the confusion that we stemmed from someone acting in self-interest, clever, elusive, enjoying attention without the commitment, but it also reflects your growth. You see patterns clearly now, and you are no longer swayed by the charm alone. Okay, and with this one we have the Crossroad. Okay, this, I feel like you, air signs, you are going to make a conscious decision. Okay, you will choose peace over potential, clarity over curiosity. I'm seeing that most of you will be walking away from something that drains you and turn towards what feel expansive. Like this choice is quiet, but it will be final. Okay, now let's finally see what the Lovers card has in store for you. If you have chosen it based on your air sign or based on this one, then this is your final message. Let's see what we have in here. Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Okay, this is the deeper lesson of 2026 for you air signs. Love transforms not because someone changes, but because you stop betraying your own clarity. You learn that mystery should feel intriguing, not destabilizing. The attraction should feel mutual, not earned. By the end of 2026 air signs, you will stand in a powerful place. You may begin the year single, but you will end it magnetic, centered, and unbothered. And from that place, a new, lighter romantic connection will find you. One that feels playful, intelligent, and emotionally clean. Not heavy commitment yet, but promise, possibility, and ease. This is the year you become unmistakable. Okay? So, if this pile resonated with you, take a moment to breathe in it and release what no longer fits. Carry forward only what feels true. This message has found you because you were ready to hear it. What is meant to stay will remain. What is meant to leave will do so gently. When you are ready, the fire awaits you. Hello, pile number 2. If you have chosen this particular card, or if you are a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, then this reading is for you. Okay, we will start with the tarot cards and keep the oracles cards aside, and we will start with your reading. So let's begin. Okay. Oh, devil. The first card drawn from the Tarot de la Nuit is the Devil. The year 2026 opens for you fire sign is with heat, desire, temptation. A pull that feels instinctive and physical before it feels emotional. This card speaks of an attraction that is hard to ignore. Someone enters your orbit or re-enters it and the chemistry is immediate. There is intensity in the way conversations unfold, in glances held too long, and in way energy lingers after contact. This is not a subtle love, this is visceral. For you fire signs, this kind of magnetism feels familiar. You thrive in passion. But the devil warns that desire alone can blur out the discernment. What excites you may also entangle you. Okay, so be careful on that. Let's see what is the second card we have for you. Knight of Wands. Okay. Now, this card shows that movement will accelerate. This person that is coming into your orbit is someone who is bold, charismatic, and spontaneous. They come on strong, they speak with confidence and act without hesitation, almost mirroring you. The connection will develop quickly. Messages, meetings, plans made on impulse, and then there is laughter, adventure, and physical closeness. This energy feels very intoxicating. It awakens confidence and hunger at the same time. You'll feel wanted, desired, and alive. But speed can hide the cracks. Okay, so be careful yet again. Let's see what we have next. 7 of Cups. Okay. Now the fog rolls in. Mixed signals appear, promises are vague, words are beautiful but inconsistent. You may feel like you are choosing between what you feel and what you see. Options exist, not just for you but for them as well. Okay? And this card also kind of introduces illusions. Like someone may be presenting many versions of themselves or keeping possibilities open. For you fire signs, this kind of creates a tension. You want intensity, but you also want honesty. And the person that is coming into your life is somehow not giving you that, because they are coming in a full speed and a full throttle towards you. Okay, let's see what we have next. We have is Three of Swords. Okay, this is the wound point, but not the end. Disappointment surfaces, a truth lands. You realize that this connection may not be as elusive or as aligned as you believed. This card often speaks of third party interference as well. Another lover or unresolved past attachments or emotional triangles that were never clearly disclosed. The pain here is kind of sharp but also clarifying. Fire signs, it's my utmost request that do not linger long in denial. Once truth is seen, like once you have seen the truth, then you need to do something, because something will shift internally for you as well. Let's see what's the final tarot card. The Strength. Beautiful. This is your rise. You do not collapse, you do not beg, you do not chase. Instead, you reclaim your power. Strength here is your strength here does not feel like it's a domination, but rather it is a self-mastery. You recognize that passion without respect is not love. You soften without surrendering your boundaries. This card marks the moment the fire signs, that is you people, will stop reacting and will start choosing. Okay, passion is good for you fire signs, but without the commitment and without the loyalty, it will ultimately come to nothing. Okay, let's see what the romance angel has to say about this thing. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay. See, yes, this attraction was real. The chemistry that you had with this particular person, this chemistry was mutual. Nothing about what you felt was imagined. This card validates the intensity without romanticizing the outcome. You were desired and you were wanted. Okay, so do not think that whatever has happened is because the person was playing games. Yes, the person was playing games, but they still did desire and want you. So there is the possibility. But then again, let's see. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, this kind of confirms that the third party, or the Three of Swords kind of hinted at, another influence already exists. Another person's situation or unresolved emotional bond complicated this connection that you had with this person. This was not something you caused. It was something that already present before you arrived. So that is the reason why the romance angels are asking you to put yourself first. Love yourself first, because your self-respect will make you more magnetic. You were already desired, but your self-respect is something that is more desirable. So work on that instead of chasing after someone who is already involved or indulged in someone else. Okay, free yourself. It is time to take back the control of your life. This is a turning point. This card signals a shift where you choose yourself over drama. You stop competing for attention. You stop tolerating half truths. Fire signs, step back into your dignity, realizing that passion should not require self-betrayal is something that is needed for you in the year of 2026. No matter how many connections come your way, your self-respect should not be taken for granted. Okay, let's see with the other cards. The Snake. See, this speaks of hidden dynamics, jealousy, manipulation. Someone is not being fully honest with their intentions or attachments. It also warns against returning to a situation simply because the chemistry was powerful. You need to learn that if the connection was magnetic, but if that person is not truthful to you, then that connection is not meant for you. You need to learn that and you need to move forward. That is the reason why the Free Yourself card has come in. Your self-respect and Love Yourself First card has also come up. You need to love yourself so much that the person who has betrayed you in the past will regret what they did. Okay, then we have the Locket, and here it is the Balance. Despite betrayal or disappointment, love does not close for you in 2026. This Locket card here shows emotional openness returning, but this time with wisdom. You do not shut down, you refine your standards. Okay, fire signs. Now let's see with the final card. If you have chosen with this picture, let's see what this card has to say about your love life. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. See, embrace over here, it is indicating that you have to learn a more deeper lessons, fire signs, in 2026. You're allowed to feel deeply without staying when it hurts. You are allowed to desire without losing yourself. Passion is not your weakness, lack of boundary was. Now, by the end of 2026, fire signs, you will emerge stronger, clearer, and more discerning. You may experience a powerful romantic connection that teaches you what you will no longer accept. Okay? And from that lesson, a healthier, more respectful attraction becomes possible for you. Not quieter, just cleaner. Okay? Now, if this pile resonated, tell the truth, settle, let the truth settle without resistance, release what burned too hot to hold, and carry forward the confidence that is awakened in you. What was meant to ignite has done its work. What is meant to stay will arrive without chaos. When you are ready, the waters will call. Hello, pile number 3. If you have chosen it according based on your zodiac sign, which is water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or if you have chosen this based on this picture, then this reading is for you. I have already pre-shuffled the cards, so let's begin with our tarot cards and see what we have in store for you. Okay. The first card drawn from Tarot de la Nuit is Death. Water signs, 2026 does not begin gently with you, but it begins truthfully. Something has already ended, or it is in the process of ending as the year opens. This may be a relationship, a bond, a longing, or an attachment you carried quietly for a long time. Death here does not signal loss for punishment, it signals release. A chapter that could no longer grow is closing. There is grief here, yes, but there is also relief, a sense that something heavy has finally loosened its grip. Okay? The High Priestess. Okay. Silence follows the ending. Water sign, you are turning inward. You stop explaining your feelings. You stop seeking validation. You retreat into your emotional inner world, listening closely to intuition, dreams, signs, and gut feelings. This card suggests that much of your love life in early 2026 happens beneath the surface. You may appear calm, composed, even distant, but inside, deep emotional processing is taking place. You are healing in private. This is a very good card, water signs. 5 of Cups. Okay. This is the sorrow that must be felt. Regret will surface, memories will replay. You may grieve not the person, but the future you imagined with them. For some of you water signs, this card reflects one-sided love, giving deeply to someone who could not meet you at the same emotional depth. This is the mourning phase, and it is necessary. Because water signs, you people heal by feeling, not by bypassing. Okay? So even if it feels tiring, even if it feels that it's the end of the world, it is not. But when you are grieving, grieve as much as you can and then pick yourself up and move forward. Okay, next we have is the Temperance. Now, this is where the alchemy begins. You start to integrate the pain rather than relieve it. Emotions will soften, balance will return. You will learn to pour from your cup without emptying it completely. Temperance card here suggests emotional recalibration, learning moderation in love, pacing, and self-care. You begin to feel steadier, less reactive, more grounded in your emotional truth. Okay, because see, after mourning only, you will understand that life would not stop and you will have to move on, and that is how you become this temperance version of yourself. Let's see what is the final card has to say about you. This star, beautiful. Hope returns quietly, gently, and honestly. This is not a loud romance, this is a healing light. Faith will be restored. You will begin to believe again, not necessarily in a specific person, but in love itself, in timing, in your worthiness of what is soft, safe, and real. Now, let's see what the oracle cards has to say about us. I mean, about the water signs. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay. This reveals that part of your love story in 2026 is tied to deep emotional pattern, attachment wounds, childhood conditioning, or past relationship imprints. You are not just healing a breakup, you are healing how you love. This card encourages compassion towards yourself. You are loving, and you are the loving, and the tools that you have are for you to use as well. Okay, now let's see the second card. Release your eggs. The time has come to clear your energy. This is the emotional exhale. It does not mean forgetting, it means loosening the energetic hold. You stop checking, stop replaying, and stop wondering. The attachment dissolves gently but not forcefully. This is a turning point for you, water signs, where love stops being something that you carry like a wound and becomes something you welcome like a blessing. Okay? Let's see the final card has to say. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Beautiful. Yes, new love does appear in 2026, but it enters very slowly, softly, and respectfully. This connection will feel emotionally safe. There is patience here, emotional availability, and the kind of presence that does not rush your heart. Okay, now let's see with the final oracle cards. We have the Grave. Okay, this confirms the earlier ending that I mentioned. Okay, a chapter is fully closed. There is no returning to what was. This is final, and this will be very freeing for you. Okay, and finally with this one we have the Garden. Okay, this is where life opens again. You re-enter the world, you socialize, you allow yourself to be seen. Love finds you not in isolation but in shared spaces, gatherings, conversations, gentle interactions. This card will is signaling to re-emergence. Okay, so you need to put yourself out there and you will see how things are changing for you. Now finally with this card that you have chosen, let's see what this has to say about your love life. Okay, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Okay, this message kind of reminds you that love is not lost, it is simply in a changed form. By the end of 2026, water signs, you will feel emotionally lighter, softer, stronger. You are no longer carrying grief as your identity, but you are also no longer defined by what has ended. You may enter into a new connection, one that feels healing rather than consuming, one that will honor your sensitivity without exploiting it. This is not a dramatic love, but rather it is a nourishing love, the kind that restores trust in yourself. Now, if this pile has touched something tender, or allow yourself time, and I feel like healing doesn't happen when you rush it, rather it unfolds. So what ended made room for what can finally stay. So trust the quiet hope returning to your heart. Hello, pile number 4. If you have chosen this particular card, or if you have chosen it based on your zodiac sign, which is the earth sign, which is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, then this reading is for you. I have already pre-shuffled the cards, so let's begin with your reading. We will start with the tarot cards. So let me keep the other cards aside. Okay, let's see what we have in store for you. The Emperor. Okay, the first card drawn from the Tarot de la Nuit is the Emperor card. For you earth signs, 2026 begins with control, structure, and self-mastery. You enter the year focused on stability, emotional, practical, and personal. Love is not chaos for you right now, it is something you evaluate carefully. You are not interested in potential without the proof. This card shows that you have built strong boundaries, perhaps after past disappointment. You know what you bring to the table and you are no longer willing to negotiate your standards for companionship. This is a very powerful card. Okay, now let's see. We have next is Knight of Pentacles. Love moves slowly this year, deliberately. Connections do not rush, attraction develops through consistency, reliability, and shared values. Someone may enter your life gradually through work, routine, or a long term proximity rather than instant spark. For you, earth signs, this feels very natural. You trust what proves itself over time, maybe because of that's why. Now let's see what we have next. We have 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Now here the shadow emerges. Despite external stability, there is an inner fear of abandonment or emotional scarcity. Perhaps you have experienced being left behind, emotionally unsupported, or undervalued in the past. This card speaks of moments in 2026 where loneliness will surface, not because you're unloved, but because you fear depending on someone again. This is where you, Earth sign, is struggling very quietly. You carry everything well until you don't. So try to share things and pain with others as well. It will help you in moving forward. Okay, the devil. Okay, attachment patterns are revealed. I feel like this card is not meant as a toxicity, but it is meant as an awareness. You may recognize this a tendency to stay too long in situations that feel familiar but limiting. You may notice attraction to people who need fixing, managing, or saving. The devil asks you to examine what you tolerate in the name of security. Okay, this is very important for you. This is like an awareness that you need to be aware of. Okay, finally we have 10 of Pentacles. Okay, now here is the reward. This card promises long-term fulfillment, not fantasy love but real love. Partnership built on shared efforts, on mutual respect, emotional reliability, and tangible commitment. This is the legacy energy, home energy, future building energy. It tells us that you earth signs are capable of deep, lasting love. Once you release the fear-based attachment, then only you'll be able to get into this particular relationship that is just meant for you. Okay, let's see for the oracle cards what do they have to say. See, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. The first card that we pull from the romance one is the worth waiting for. Divine timing is emphasized strongly here. Love does not arrive late for you, it arrives at the right time. The card reassures you that the patience is not a punishment, but rather it is a protection for you. Let's see the next card. Okay, we have is engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay, this does not like this card. I feel like yes, this is a significant card, but this does not mean every earth signs are going to get married in 2026. Okay, it's like it means commitment energy is very strong. You are attracting someone who wants to build, someone who does not flinch at responsibility, someone who sees love as partnership and not an escape. Okay, and let's see, finally we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, this kind of confirms that love and stability are intertwined for you. A connection in 2026 may be linked to work, shared goals, or long-term planning. So you are not separating life love from life. You are rather integrating them. So once your finances are fixed, your life will also be fixed with it. It's like internally connected to you. Okay, now let's see for the other oracle cards what does they have to say. The anchor. Okay, this is an emotional security. Stability will be earned. Someone who stays when things are quiet, not just when they are exciting. This card shows loyalty, endurance, and trust developing over time. And finally we have the ring. See, we have engagement and we have the ring. Commitment is not just promised, it is also practiced. But agreements are honored, intentions are clear. This is a bond that grows stronger through consistency and not intensity. Okay, now let's see with your final oracle cards what does this has to say. Okay, sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Okay, this reminds that for you earth sign, that love does not need to be feared or controlled. When grounded in truth, it becomes a sanctuary rather than a risk. By the end of 2026, you earth sign people will be feeling far more steadier in love than you have in these years. Whether partnered or moving towards commitment, you no longer feel alone in carrying the weight of the life. Love becomes something that supports you, not something you manage. This is not a dramatic love, it is dependable love. And for earth signs, that is everything. Okay? If the pile resonated, allow yourself to soften. You do not have to earn love through endurance. You are allowed to receive it with ease. What you are building now is meant to last. Trust the pace and trust yourself. Beloved souls, this brings our journey through love life in 2026 to a close. 4 elements, 4 paths, 4 ways love asks to be understood, healed, and embodied. Some of you are releasing illusion, some are learning boundaries, some are healing grief, and some are building something real. Now, none of this path is wrong, each is necessary. Remember, tarot does not dictate your fate, it reveals your patterns, your choices, and your power. Take what resonated, leave what did not. Trust what is meant for you will find you, and not through force but through alignment. Thank you for sharing this space, this time, this energy. Until we meet again in the next year, stay grounded, stay open, and stay divined. And Happy New Year, love and blessings to all my viewers, and a Happy New Year.